Hello, church. We're looking at Genesis chapters 27 and 28 today, and the word of the day is plans. As you're reading these two chapters, you'll see that everyone involved has their own plans. Isaac has his plans on how he thinks and wants his children's lives to go. Rebekah has her plans. And Jacob and Esau, the two sons of Rebekah and Isaac, they have their plans as well on how this should all play out and what they want to get done. But if you remember from Genesis chapter 1, there's also God involved in all this. God is the main person working through all these events and all these purposes, ultimately to bring us to Jesus Christ. And so we can see that as they're interacting and they're doing foolish things like lying and deceiving and stealing and picking favorites, their plans are still all subservient to God's. Yesterday in our reading, we read that even God, when Rebekah was pregnant with Jacob and Esau, God already told her that, look, there's going to be something different happening here, that the older will actually serve the younger. And this was countercultural. In their society, it's supposed to be the older son was kind of the first right to everything. And so we see that God's plans, even before these two kids are born, is that Jacob was going to be greater than Esau. And then we see that Esau does some foolish things. He gives up his birthright because he's impatient and he just wants an immediate meal. And so we're going to see that has some ramifications for his own life and his choices. And then we see Jacob doing another foolish thing of deceiving his father into blessing him. So once again, this doesn't mean that these people's actions are pleasing to God, but in spite of their sinful and foolish practices and things that they do, God is still working his plans to, once again, to get us to Jesus Christ. And so think and choose wisely how you plan and how you live your life, because there are blessings and rewards for doing what God has told us to do, but also realize that God has his plans and that ultimately everything is moving forward accordingly to his plans, and that the biggest part of it is that Jesus Christ is coming back. And so that there will be, once again, proper reward and proper punishment for those who either believe in Jesus Christ and for those who don't believe in Jesus Christ. So make your plans, but make sure they are according to God's purposes and desires as well. So have a great day, church.